What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Three Wide Podcast, hosted by myself and the Ferrari Man. And I think we have a sponsor on today's podcast as well. Who is that?
Today's video. Oh shit. Today's today's video is sponsored by none other than Welch. And it's already cut. And today's director, Michael Massey.
Sure. Okay. So, a bit of a shorter video today, but I just wanted to lay down the law on a change that nobody wants in
Taste test
Formula 1.
good.
Huh?
The taste test was good. Taste test was good. It's approved.
What the fuck? Anyway, we're going to be talking about the tire blankets today, but I think this man belongs on a fucking tire blanket roasting the shit. But anyway, jokes aside, so tire blankets have been a big thing in Formula 1 for the longest part of what? I'd say almost a couple decades now, right? They've been really instrumental in warming up the tires and making sure the racing's as good as we see, even on new cold tires, right? Well, the FIA said, fuck that. So what they're planning to do is, for this upcoming year, reduce them by 20 degrees Celsius, which takes it from 70 degrees Celsius to 50, which is, I think, around, if I do the maths correctly, I think around 106 degrees to 86. Is that correct? It's around like a 36 degree difference, or 32 from Celsius to Fahrenheit?
I think it's like something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah, but we need the. Yeah, I think we need the position immediately though, because he changed the race.
Anyway,
The FIA changed the race.
so the FIA are clearly trying to change the race, but in the wrong fucking ways. So, but the plan is by 2024.
Please, race director. Look at
See
it.
how big this guy's fucking neck is, by the way. Like, who has a Formula 1 driving neck? Like, his neck could drive a Formula 1. But anyway,
Trading the neck.
the plan is in 2024 that there are going to be no more tire blankets. And I just wanted to get your opinion on this first, because I believe this is absolute fucking baloney. But I'll explain why. But yeah, what do you think of the new regulations for next year of the tire blanket limits? And what do you think of the potential of no tire blankets in 2024?
Yeah, I think we need the tire blankets back because they changed the race. Very clear. Please, race
Say
director.
something else.
I mean, it's what we have, you know. I'd love to have more tire blankets. I'd love to have more tire blankets going forward. But it's what we have, you know.
Yeah.
And
Okay, Mr. Fernando Alonso.
Alright, but all jokes aside, yeah, no, I would. That's a stupid idea. I mean, I don't know what the FIA think they're doing. I mean, the FIA at this point stands for "fuck it in the ass." Like, yeah, that's basically. Oh wait, that's technically FIIA,
what
but
about
like
fuck it
the same
all?
thing. FIA. Oh, that's. Why didn't you say that? That's perfectly what it says. Fuck it all. But yeah, no, that would be a really stupid idea. I don't know why. They think that they'd cut costs by cutting tire blankets. What they should be doing is honestly, you know, not cutting their own brain cells out of the equation. Because right now, we're out here trying to look like a bunch of fucking
30-second penalty to Alonso after the race,
How could they do that to my boy?
which was reinstated. Thank the Lord
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, but
potential tires without tire blankets were tested, I believe, in Austin, and every single driver was like, "Get me off these pieces of shit." And it's true, like you struggle in cold tires already, and driving is so conservative under cold tires. I understand cutting costs and shit like that, right? But the sport is
trying to go for the overcuts, though. They're trying to. I think
hear
that
that,
without
I
the
hear
tire
that,
blankets,
yeah.
they're trying to go for the overcuts. But that's stupid because, they're trying to completely change up the strategy. But that's not going to make any sense because, you know, the overcuts, they'd have to completely rearrange their strategy. it wouldn't be very effective for the drivers. The laps would have to be probably longer, since they have to have at least another 2 laps simply to warm up their tires. Can you imagine on the safety car, every restart, they would have to warm up their tires for another 2 laps?
Yeah.
Instead of, like, I guess half or
You'd see
1
a
lap.
lot of people hoping for a safety car. That way they could extend their tires as long as possible and then use the safety car laps to warm up their tires instead of racing laps.
Exactly, because that makes sense.
If you warm up those pieces of shit on racing laps, it's gonna take like 3 to 4 laps just to get them up to temp. So you're gonna see drivers like 3 or 4 seconds off the pace for the first 3 laps of the race, which, yes, could make for entertaining. Like it could make for more like different finishes, right? In terms of like, you could see Max Verstappen spin off, by pushing the limit too quickly. You know what I mean? Or
I mean, yeah, but still, that's not exactly very entertaining to watch, is it now? Because people we want to watch we want to watch racing.
Right.
This is motor racing.
Wheel-to-wheel battles at 200 miles an hour going into a corner, right? You want to see side-by-side action the whole lap. If people are just worried about their tires constantly, you're going to see just DRS train after DRS train after conservative pit stop strategy just to make sure they finish the race and, you're going to see more conservative like driving styles to make sure they keep their temp in their tires because they're driving without tires that were not protected by tire limits before. So I don't know. I think it could make for a good idea. I don't think they should completely abandon them. I think maybe limiting them could be a good idea. My thing is,
I think they should just leave the tire blankets alone. I mean, what the hell do the tire blankets ever do to the FIA? I don't understand that. I mean, they should just honestly leave the tire blankets alone. What they should do, if they want to do something, is reduce the car size, because that thing's like a chonker. That thing's a chonker. If they want to do something smart, they should reduce the car
because it's a safety thing as well. Some of these cars safe, imagine Alonso's car was smaller, and that same accident happened with Stroll. He would have been sent flying.
Yeah, sure, that would have been. Yeah.
What I say is, if you want. After you use this outcome decision, right? You either do something with the temperature, or you have a time limit for the tire blankets to be in effect. Don't have them running consistently, right, all the time. And then if it's good and the racing's competitive, keep it that way. Make slight adjustments. But if it's bad, then go back to what was working and don't I don't think completely abandoning tire blankets is the right way to go, because you're going to be driving on ice for 3 to 4 laps. Again, if you reduce the temperature of these tire blankets, you could definitely see overcut strategies working, or an alteration of strategies working, or if you allocate the amount of time you could use a tire blanket for. I don't think there's any need to completely reduce these tire blankets, because a lot of these teams might find it harder to keep pace with the bigger teams. I feel like it could either be completely equal throughout the field, or you're going to see a lot of inequality where the people with the most tire upgrades will, come to fruition in terms of where they're going to stand. But, yeah, I think it's an interesting aspect, and definitely something that, no one wants to speak about tires, right? I don't want to speak about tires, but to be fair, tires win you races, you know what I mean? Strategy wins you races. We saw in Mexico, for example, how a strategy blunder for Mercedes completely saw them fold the race. But yeah, tire blankets are a big thing that could really impact the driver's race and their driving style, right? If I'm an F1 driver and my tires are completely cold, I'm gonna be as conservative as I can not to bend the car at tricky sections like the Senna S in Brazil, or this S is in Mexico. I'm gonna be super careful, because one step of oversteer can send me into Barrier, and we'll have a little date with Barrier, and I don't want to have that.
But Barrier is friendly though, right? Or he's not friendly?
Not to some drivers.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, just your final thoughts on the subject before we conclude. I think it's an interesting subject, one that I'm excited to see happen and develop in the future.
Yeah, honestly, I think that I think the FIA should have a date with the Barrier. I think if we set them up, they should be pretty good together, because it looks like where this is heading, that the FIA really wants to go on a date with Barrier, but they're a little shy, so we might just have to
They want
ease
Barrier
them in.
to be more looked out for.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear that, but
and
big up Super
which
GT,
I understand. Huh?
Super GT is like, I'll tell you after the podcast. But anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know it's a little of a touchy subject, not that exciting. There's no race this weekend. But let's do a quick preview of the race next weekend. Brazil, Sao Paulo. And
Brazil.
One of the most excited races consistently. I mean, I hope I didn't just jinx it. I'm going to tap on my wooden desk to make sure I didn't jinx it. But hopefully we see some good racing. I mean, the championship, I mean, we'll see Perez probably be put into focus because he wants that P2 in the championship. Yeah, it'll be a good race. Hopefully we see.
No, Leclerc's going to get it.
We'll do a more in-depth preview on Wednesday and some more hot takes as well. Well, hopefully you guys can leave some of your hot takes in our social media inboxes below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
You're not going to guess the lineup, bro?
Huh?
Hold on, you guess the lineup. You're not going to guess the lineup, bro.
That's on Wednesday.
Oh, right.
This fucking guy, man. These Ferrari fans, they just be just so
Nah, bro. Honestly, I think Michael Massey's going to win the race.
He did. He won the race. Quickest to be ejected from the Formula 1. Yeah. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and peace, everybody. Have a good one.
Skia.